Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition where we meet the filmmakers participating in Stafford Film Festival this year. Today, we have Tortor Smith, who has sent us a wonderful animation, and we're going to find out about her inspirations and the process of making her animation. So, hello, Tortor. It's nice to
Hello.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Can you tell me about the inspirations behind your film and what kind of motivated you to make this animation?
Yeah, so the film is called Hot Mess, and it is directly inspired by my experience learning that I had ADHD, which I found out a little bit later in life, which comes with grief. You have these wonders of like, perhaps I could have done all these other things if I'd known sooner and understood how I operate and all of the struggles and difficulties that I have. So I really felt like that was an important thing to share because neurodiversities are quite misunderstood. They're sort of invisible disabilities. Yeah, that was the main influence for making this film.
So it's focused around your personal experiences and your personal life. So was this the central message and theme that you hope the audience could take away from your animation? And how did you try to express it through the animation?
Yeah. So yeah, the central theme is, I guess, the misunderstanding of ADHD. So in my case, and I think with a lot of people, the people that are around you, so your family, perhaps work colleagues, don't quite understand your struggles. And one of my biggest faults is that I'm messy. So that was one of the things I was it's a visual representation of my struggles. So I was using that in the film as a character in itself. So the main character, Andrew, is having this struggle with their mum is just about to come round to visit, and their house is a mess. They can't find the phone. The mum's leaving a voice message throughout the film. And while they're doing that, they're finding other things in the room and they're trying to tidy up, but the mess is essentially fighting back. And so there's this battle, and it's almost like the mess is the anxiety of the character as well. So it sort of jiggles about, and it's like, you feel this sort of, I guess, shame of your difficulties and who you are. I wanted to try and visually show the experience of ADHD to people that perhaps don't understand it, and to help them, I guess, be a bit more forgiving to people that have those sort of struggles.
So in the process of visually explaining it to the audience, did that inform the style of animation you took, or was it just the animation style that you were most comfortable in? What was the choice in your animation style? Because it is limitless, really. Well, they say limitless, but of course, budget. What
Yeah.
was your reasoning for choosing your animation style?
Well, I'm just a super fan of stop motion animation. Like I fell in love with it when I was a teenager. I tried it and I was like, oh my goodness, this is incredible. And I just love it. Like, it just, I feel like it connects with people better because it's tactile, it's real, and I just love it. So yeah, it wasn't necessarily that the technique fitted the idea, that the technique was always going to be stop motion, but I just felt like the idea also worked well with it because I could like explore these different things and make it like super creative. Like I love animating lots of things at once. I think being ADHD, that's one of my super skills, is that when there's more complexity and things going on, I thrive. So with stop motion, you're managing a lot of things at once, and that's sort of like my happy place. So yeah, it all sort of work together.
So with animation, it's naturally a very time-intensive process. And you could argue that stop motion is possibly one of the most time-intensive processes, especially when you're dealing with such a complex and so many moving parts that you chose to have inside your animation. Bravo for being that brave. What was the most challenging part about creating this film, and how did you overcome it?
Well, the most challenging part was the fact that I was sort of doing everything myself. So you have to have this real deep inner trust of your vision and sort of know what it is that you're trying to say. And at times, like I didn't, like it was just a bit of a mess, a little bit like the film, like what I was trying to say. My experience is very much, I have what I want to say in my head, but getting that out and explaining it to other people can be a challenge. So I made the film at Ardman. They have an academy there, and we had, you know, industry people around us supporting us and essentially mentoring us. And a lot of them couldn't understand what it was I was trying to say with my film. And I was listening to opinions, and when I heard advice that I thought was valuable or added something, I integrated it into what I was trying to do. But I think like the biggest struggle was just trusting yourself and just sort of believing that you sort of knew in your heart like what it was you were trying to do, and just making those decisions, like and not sort of I guess drifting around. And you know, you have to like decide, this is how this is going to be and this is how I'm going to do it, because otherwise it won't get made. Yeah, so I think that was the biggest challenge.
Cool. So the lessons you learned from those challenges, then, have you carried them forward into your next project and your future work? And how has it shaped your storytelling style?
Yeah, so the biggest thing I learned from making the film was like about myself, and how I operate, how I work. And I guess I'd always struggled to finish a film. This was basically the first film that I've made. I've made experiments, but I'd never managed to make a thing as a complete whole. And this has given me like self-belief and proof to myself that I can do it, which I'm now I'm writing several other projects at the moment. And I trust myself a lot more, and sort of believe that what I've got inside of me can come out in the way that I hope. I've learned a lot about how to structure things, how to sort of make things engaging, and just, I guess, just like tools and skills of making it all more possible for me. Like, it's just like, it's difficult to explain, but I think it's, I guess, discipline as well. You know, just having that plan and focus for what you're doing. I used to be all over the place, and now I have got much more of a sort of strategy of how I'm approaching a project.
That's great. It's great to hear. I think as long as you're learning and you're gaining experience from it, in my opinion, your filmmaking is only going to improve. We were very happy to receive your film, very happy to watch your film. It was very interesting. Of course, we love stop motion because we have quite a large British contingent amongst us, and it's part of our culture, stop motion.
Yeah.
So we wish you all the best in the future, and we would love to see your future work. Okay, so please send us your future work when you do, either inside the festival, outside the festival, doesn't matter, we'd still love to see it. Okay.
Thank you so much.
So it's been lovely talking to you, Tortor. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Cool. Take care and speak to you soon, hopefully.
Yeah. Bye.